come SmackDown can do one simple thing that Monday Night Raw just couldn't do? How come SmackDown can get us hyped up for Sunday that Monday Night Raw can't do? What is so hard, Monday Night Raw? What in the fuck is so hard about getting us hyped up for Sunday? SmackDown tonight, they did their job. I'm giving this show a thumbs up. Just for the simple reason why is because SmackDown tonight got us hyped for Sunday. Raw failed to do that. When you give us Ronda Rousey and Sasha Banks in a tag team match last night in the main event of Monday Night Raw, you already got 60% of their matchup for Sunday. At least 60% minimum. You want to get the other 40%? Wait till Sunday. Wait till Sunday. Wait till Sunday. Tonight, on the opening segment, we got Becky Lynch in her ring gear with Asuka in her ring gear. I'm thinking, hey, all of a sudden they might get a tag team match or something. I don't know. I don't know. It was just a promo. Then Charlotte comes out proclaiming that she was going to win the Rumble on Sunday. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. Then all of a sudden, Becky and Asuka, they just brawl. And I'm okay with the brawl. As long as it's not in a match before the Royal Rumble. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Other than that, folks, SmackDown Live tonight was an okay show. It was, I can tell you this now, it was better than Monday Night Raw. I can say that right now with full fucking confidence. SmackDown Live was a better show than Monday Night Raw tonight. Way better show. I'm not saying, oh, it's the best show of the year. No. It's there. It's around there. SmackDown did their job tonight to get you hyped up for this Sunday. More anticipation for the Royal Rumble match, not only for the men and the female. Creates more anticipation for AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan on Sunday. Which, obviously, that match could potentially steal the show on Sunday. Could potentially steal the show on Sunday. You got what happened with Becky and Asuka. That matchup can also steal the show. And I'm going to say this now. I'm going to say this now in this video. And I'm going to repeat the same thing I'm going to say on Friday. When it comes to Royal Rumble Sunday, you have to be careful where Asuka and Becky takes place. If it takes place the first match, second match, or third match of the night, Becky can possibly enter the Royal Rumble on Sunday. Possibly. How will... Oh, but Chris, but then people are going to ask me, oh, Chris, Asuka is defending her title against Becky. How is Becky going to enter the Rumble? I'm going to tell you that on Friday when we get our NXT TakeOver Phoenix and Royal Rumble preview and predictions on Friday. On Friday. You guys are gonna get that scenario played out on your minds on Friday. Other than that, guys, like I said, SmackDown did its job. It was an average show. It was an okay show. I'm not gonna say it was a bad episode. I'm not gonna say it was the best episode of the year. No. It did its job. It did its job. The show was okay. But the one thing that I'm bothered by a little bit was the ending. Now, Andrade and Ray had a fantastic matchup. Was it better than the matchup last week? It's possible. It's possible. That's up for debate. Do I mind Andrade not getting pinned in the third fall? I don't mind it. I don't mind that ending at all. It's just that how Samoa Joe has come out of nowhere, dominate Andrade, ALMAS, and Rey Mysterio, only to get killed by Randy Orton. That I have an issue with. We haven't seen Orton in almost a couple of weeks, close to a month. Have us see Randy Orton on Sunday. I don't mind having Samoa Joe dominate two men that had a physical best two out of three falls match. I don't mind that. It's just that Joe is getting jobbed out by Randy Orton with just one RKO out of nowhere. Yeah, do I miss Randy Orton? Yeah, I do. I miss Randy Orton. I miss that psychotic fucking Randy Orton. I don't mind that. I miss Randy Orton. It's just that why did Samoa Joe get jobbed out to Randy? I just don't get why. But we're going to go over that here on the review. My name is Chris. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel. If you guys are new, and if you guys enjoy SmackDown Live tonight, hit that thumbs up as hard as you possibly can. Raw review did really, really well view-wise and likes. I appreciate the likes and the support for you guys. Also, guys, comment down below what you guys thought of SmackDown Live tonight. And if you guys are new and watching this video for the first time, visiting the channel for the first time, and if you guys like what you guys see, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, turn that bell for all notifications. Follow me on Twitter at Chris from Loring. My Twitter will be down below in the description. Let's go over SmackDown Live review. So Becky Lynch makes her way down to the ring as SmackDown is in Wichita, Kansas on the Go Home show before the Royal Rumble. Becky says it is good to be back. She says there is nothing more than she likes doing than standing in the ring and fight. But the man has something to say. There was a time when no one was paying attention to her. Now everyone has an opinion about how the man should be acting and what the man should be doing. Becky says the only thing the man should be doing is main eventing WrestleMania. Little seed there planted? Little seed there planted? I think so. And slapping the heads of everyone getting in her way. She says that starting in 5 days after Royal Rumble, she has watched Asuka clean out NXT, steamroll her way through this, and she is one of the best in the world. Becky says she is better. Becky says that Asuka never beat her for that title, and it's not eating Asuka up. Tells Becky everything she knows about her as a woman. She and all the others are warming them on the fire that she's lit. That all changes on Sunday when she takes her title back. She dethroned the queen and she will break the empress because she will walk through fire and she will walk through hell. All of a sudden, Asuka's music interrupts and she makes her way down to the ring. Asuka speaks in Japanese as she enters the ring. Before anything else can happen, Charlotte Flair music interrupts and Charlotte also makes her way down to the ring. Charlotte says as much as she is enjoying this match, nothing will be more exciting on Sunday than her throwing 29 women over the top rope, winning the Women's Royal Rumble match. You talk about the choices, Ronda versus Sasha. She has beaten Sasha more times than she can count. She destroyed Ronda back at Survivor Series. Then you have Asuka versus Becky. Last year, she broke Asuka's undefeated streak. Becky, the man who may have owned her for the last few months, but Charlotte says she has owned this division for 4 years, and she is the main event. So, Charlotte, you're going into your inner Tommaso Ciampa, calling yourself the main event. Hard to believe, but yeah, you can't argue with it. Charlotte's one of the best. She's one of the best, so you can't argue with that. Asuka attacks Becky from behind, and people were saying, oh, Asuka's turning heel. No! Why would Asuka turn heel? Why would Asuka turn heel? Becky's not a heel. I'm going to say this once, and I said this many times in the past, and I'm going to say it again. Becky's not a heel. Asuka turning heel. This is not happening. Asuka's not turning heel here. She had a back turn to Asuka. Asuka saw that as an advantage and attacked Becky. Then from there, all hell broke loose. Asuka attacks Becky from behind, and Becky fights back. Charlotte watches from the floor as officials make their way to the ring to separate Becky and Asuka. That lasts as long as it takes them to get to the floor. Asuka sends Becky into the ringside barrier, the security railing, and then she kicks and punches Becky. Becky with knees, and then Becky sends Asuka over the announce table. Becky whips Asuka with her jacket. Becky comes off the announce table with a forearm. Then as soon as they come back for commercial break, they're back, and then we see Asuka and Becky again are still fighting, but it has to be moved to the back. That just got chaotic. A chaotic start to SmackDown Live. This opening segment of SmackDown Live was better than 3 hours of Raw last night. 3 hours of Monday Night Raw last night. What does that tell you about Monday Night Raw? Complete fucking garbage. I'm not gonna lie to you. I said this last week on SmackDown Review, and I'm gonna say it again. Raw, when it comes to Monday Night Raw, is a complete miss. SmackDown, 50-50 is a hit or miss. Tonight, this segment was a big fucking hit. And it did its job to hype up Becky versus Asuka on Sunday. It did. It hyped me up and it hyped everybody else as well. So we get in-ring action. We get Mandy Rose versus Naomi. Now, if you guys thought that this match was going to be good, it was, I'm not going to say it was bad. I'm not going to say it was good either. But you are expecting Mandy Rose to get a big push because of her looks, obviously, because of her fucking looks. So we get Mandy versus Naomi. This match was, it wasn't that bad. It was okay for what it was. It wasn't, I mean, it didn't do anything for me. Just know Mandy Rose won. And because of a distraction from Sonya Deville. Mandy misses a short arm clothesline, and Naomi with a roll up for a near fall. Naomi with a round kick and a flying clothesline. Mandy with a clothesline for a near fall. Mandy kicks Naomi and chokes her in the ropes. Mandy with forearms and punches in the corner, but Naomi with a round kick in the corner. Naomi with a kick and forearms to Mandy. Naomi with a head scissors, but Naomi is sent out to the apron. Sonya stops Naomi from hitting a springboard move when Mandy had the referee distracted. Mandy sends Naomi into the ring post and gets the 3 count. Mandy Rose gets an okay victory over Naomi as Mandy Rose builds up her momentum going towards Sunday for the Women's Royal Rumble match. Post-match, Jimmy Uso makes his way to the ring to check on his wife after her loss to Mandy Rose. Rey Mysterio, we see him backstage. Rey Mysterio says in 2006, he was in the Royal Rumble match for over an hour, on his way to victory, main eventing WrestleMania, becoming World Heavyweight Champion, in tribute to Eddie Guerrero. He used every trick in the bag to stay alive. His speed allowed him to avoid the bigger opponents. His training gave him the stamina to win. Sunday is about history, but tonight it's all about respect. He gained respect last week against Andrade until he used a shortcut to win. Tonight, the feud is evened without Zelina Vega at ringside. To get respect, you need to earn it. So in the main event, we was going to get Andrade Cien Almas, I'm not calling him Andrade, versus Rey Mysterio with Zelina Vega banned from ringside. We'll see how that played out later on in the main event. We got The Miz versus Cesaro. I didn't care about this match. This match didn't do shit for me. Do you care about this match? Do you care about this feud between the Bar and The Miz and Shane McMahon? Do you care about this feud? I don't. I sure don't. I don't really care. But Cesaro won here. Cesaro wins here. Miz with kicks in the corner. Miz with a running drop kick onto the corner, and he hits a second one. Miz with an awesome clothesline. Miz goes to the turnbuckle, and he comes off with a European uppercut. Shane tells the referee about cheating by Cesaro, and Sheamus takes care of Shane. Miz with a roll-up for a near fall. Sheamus hits Miz from the apron, and Cesaro with a gotch neutralizer for the 3 count. Post-match, Shane attacks Sheamus, and his fists are in the general area of Sheamus. Then he does the same to Cesaro before sending Cesaro into the ring post. Shane removes the cover to the announce table, and he puts Cesaro on the announce table. Shane goes up top, and Sheamus pushes Shane off, and Shane hits the ringside barrier. Sheamus sends Miz into the ring post. Sheamus and Cesaro kicks Shane, and Cesaro holds Shane for a bro kick to Shane. My God, that was a devastating bro kick by Sheamus. Devastating. Sheamus and Cesaro pull Miz off Shane, who is trying to protect his partner. Miz is put onto the announce table, and they punch Miz. They pick up Shane, and he is sent onto Shane. Yeah, on top of Miz, and the announce table is another casualty of the attack. I don't care. This didn't do anything for me. This didn't do anything for me whatsoever. Are you looking forward to that match on Sunday? I'm sure not. I am sure not. So we look back at last week about what happened between Samoa Joe and Mustafa Ali when they were supposed to meet in the ring. I love the promo, the promo and the vigilante that Ali did for Joe. I loved it. Loved it. Ali says he used to run up and down these streets as a police officer to protect and serve. He learned an important lesson: eyes do not lie. Samoa Joe decided to jump him from behind. Joe kept asking him, "Do you understand?" Ali says he understands, but it wasn't all of the kicks and punches or having his head cracked against the ring post twice that made him understand. It was the eyes. Your eyes told him that he was not worthy to be in the ring with him and that he was not worthy. Ali tells Joe to look into his eyes. Ali says he has no fear, only purpose. His eyes show that there is nowhere to run or hide. Ali says he can beat Joe. So coming back from commercial break, we see the medical staff working on Shane and Miz. Vince McMahon watches from the back as he is in the room with the monitor. As we go back to commercial break. What the fuck is that? Okay. They're back for commercial break, and Vince McMahon will not let what happened to his son affect the scheduled route to moderate the face-to-face confrontation between AJ Styles and the coveted WWE champion Daniel Bryan. Now, I hate the fact that they just call him the real AJ Styles or the real Daniel Bryan. I hate that. Why the fuck are you calling people real? The real AJ Styles, the real Daniel Bryan, the new Daniel Bryan, the real AJ Styles. Why are you calling them that? I don't understand it. I don't understand it whatsoever. I just don't understand that whatsoever. Vince says he will reserve comment about what happened to his son Shane and Shane's tag team partner The Miz. Vince brings out two of the most passionate WWE superstars of all time. Vince brings up the challenger AJ Styles first. Out next was the WWE champion AJ Styles. Daniel Bryan. I called it AJ Styles. I'm sorry. Vince brings up the challenger AJ Styles first. Then out comes the WWE champion Daniel Bryan. Vince asks Daniel to make his way into the ring, but Daniel decides to stay on the floor. Daniel says he will not fall for the trap and will not get in the ring with a sociopath. Okay. I LOL there a little bit. The man who slammed them into processed animal carcasses, Daniel says he is too embarrassed to step in the ring with AJ. As he watched AJ pander and peddle to the people, eat hot dogs, and walk around like billboards for AJ. Daniel says he had a vision of the future with AJ Styles as champion. That is an ignorant and illiterate future. AJ uses power to get fame and money. Daniel says he used his power for the greater good. I thought he was going to say for greater power. Brings me back to 1999. AJ asks if the greater good is him talking like a jackass. I also LOL. I giggled when this happened. Daniel says that is why the people wanted to be champion. You make them laugh and cheer to get out of their seats. They do not feel guilty or feel bad about themselves. Daniel says he does not care about their feelings. Daniel says he is not the people's champion. He is the planet's champion. Fantastic shit. I love Daniel Bryan. This new heel Daniel Bryan, I fucking love. I gave it a chance. Thank God I gave it a chance. And I fucking love it. Daniel says the planet does not need AJ Styles, but it needs him. He will be the planet's voice. AJ said if the planet had a voice, it will be screaming for Daniel to shut up. AJ says Daniel did not pedal his bike to the building. He flew on a plane just like AJ did. There is a word for that. It is fickle. Fickle! Fickle. AJ says that Daniel was not embarrassed to be in the ring with him. It is fear. AJ says he has seen that look in his opponent's eyes, and that was fear. Daniel is afraid of what's going to happen in 5 days at the Royal Rumble. You should be. You corrupted your morals for one thing, and that is the WWE Championship. What happens when AJ takes that one thing away from you? What would you have left? Nothing. Daniel says Carl Sagan once said, and then Vince cut him off, not a fan of Mr. Sagan, tells Daniel to get in the ring. Daniel tells Vince, and this is my favorite part here. Daniel tells Vince he doesn't want to listen to this because you and the entire baby boomer generation are the great parasites of this world. Love it. I fucking love it. Fucking fantastic. These people bow down to you, but your generation takes and takes and takes and does not give back. Ooh, you speaking facts there, Mr. Daniel Bryan, sir. You care about profit over this planet, and these people bow for you. You pulled this magic trick while you hide the environment damage you have caused for social media. You are in the back whoring all the wealth, and the people ignore you. You have created an environment where AJ Styles can be a hero. Vince stops Daniel once again and tells him to get in the ring. AJ says that Vince advertised the face-to-face, but it does not have to happen in the ring. AJ goes for the floor as Daniel runs away, and AJ stops Daniel and punches him. Daniel is sent into the ringside barrier and the announce table. Daniel is sent into the ring steps, but then Daniel makes his way into the ring. AJ sets for a phenomenal forearm, but AJ stops. When Daniel pulls Vince in front of him, Daniel with a flying boot. Daniel grabs the championship and makes his way up to the ramp. This segment was fantastic. Loved it. Especially with Daniel Bryan's mic work. I fucking love it. Love it. Fucking love it. This also got me hyped up for Sunday. For the WWE Championship match between AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan. I love it. I love this segment. It was just fantastic. Nothing bad happened here. It was just fucking fantastic. Loved it. Excuse me. Our Truth and Carmella walking the back, and Truth talks about looking forward to winning the Royal Rumble. Yeah, and I have a better chance of having Sasha Banks and Mandy Rose in my bed. Better chance at that. Truth talks about looking forward to winning the Royal Rumble and faces either AJ Styles or Daniel Bryan. Carmella asks what about the Universal title. Truth says he does not want to go to Seafolks Falls City. Then Truth mentions he might challenge for the Cruiserweight title and face Bobby Murphy. No, it's Buddy Murphy, not Bobby Murphy. Buddy Murphy, Carmella says. Carmella mentions the weight limit and Truth asks if she thinks he is fat. And then R-Truth just goes away. Carmella sees Charlotte, and I don't know about you guys, but during this whole segment between Carmella and Charlotte, I thought Charlotte, knowing that the face that she made, and, based on her body language, I'm here thinking that Charlotte was going to challenge Carmella for her number 30 spot. If they was to do that, if you was to book Charlotte to take Carmella's number 30 spot in the Rumble, this would have been the biggest failure in WWE history. Now, you guys are going to keep asking, oh, Chris, what are you talking about? Having Charlotte take Carmella's number 30 spot. No. I have a Pacific somebody that I'm booking in my head that will take Carmella's number 30 spot. Want to know who it is? You guys are going to have to find out on Friday, where we're doing the NXT TakeOver Phoenix and Royal Rumble preview and predictions on Friday's upload this upcoming Friday. Carmella sees Charlotte and she talks about what it's like to be in the Royal Rumble since Charlotte was not in it last year due to the fact that Charlotte was SmackDown Women's Champion last year. Carmella says she is the gatekeeper in Gucci since she is number 30. Okay. Charlotte tells Carmella she should feel lucky because she is number 30. Charlotte says it does not matter what number she gets. Carmella might say the Rumble is a tornado, but Charlotte says she is the tornado. I'm here thinking that Charlotte was going to challenge Carmella for her number 30 spot. And like I said, if that happened, that would have been the biggest fucking failure in WWE history. Honestly. Samoa Joe versus Mustafa Ali. This matchup was good. Ali showed in this match that he can hang with the likes of Samoa Joe. But I'm glad that Samoa Joe got this win here. If anybody needed a win here in this matchup, it was Samoa Joe. You need to build up Joe for Sunday at the Royal Rumble. You really do. You really do. Joe wins this match here. Ali is sent into the timekeeper's area, and Ali with a forearm and punches. Ali is sent back into the ring, and Ali kicks Joe and hits a series of super kicks. Ali with a tornado DDT, and he gets a near fall. Ali pulls Joe into the corner with an inward 450 splash, and he goes for the turnbuckle. But Joe crushes Ali, and then applies the coquina clutch and adds the body scissors to force Ali to tap out. Samoa Joe gets a victory over Mustafa Ali. Joe needed a win here. Joe needed a win here, and I'm glad he got it. Andrade Cien Almas is in the back, and he's getting ready for his match against Rey Mysterio. In the best 2 out of 3. The New Day are in the back preparing for the Royal Rumble. They look at some of Kofi's greatest saves. One of my favorite saves, I think it was 2012, when he did a handstand to prevent from his feet hitting the freaking floor, even though he did go over the top rope. They're asked if they will eliminate each other. Xavier says everyone asked this question. Is Tony Chimel next? Then all of a sudden Tony Chimel enters, and he is sent away, and Big E says Edge is not in here. I fucking laughed. Kofi says when one of them wins the Rumble, they all win the Rumble. Kofi asks if this is the year he cannot figure out a way to keep his feet off the ground. Big E and Xavier tell Kofi to keep his head up, and Kofi says he has an idea. Kayla asks for a strategy, and they say no, and then break into song. No, 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 no. I love the New Day. Just funny, but when it comes to October 2019, they gotta get serious. Or not, you can send them over to Monday Night Raw. Yeah, the New Day are comedic, and yes, they're funny, but it comes to a point where I want them to be more serious. Is either make the New Day more serious and cut off the comedic acts, or send them over to Monday Night Raw. Just my honest opinion there. Main event time. Rey Mysterio versus Andrade Cien Almas. Best 2 out of 3 falls. Now, I said this on Twitter. Mysterio and Almas is getting 30 minutes. If they wanted to really if they wanted to make their matchup better from what their match they had last week, they should have gone an extra 10 minutes. Instead of 30 minutes, give them an extra 10 minutes. But I'm okay with 30 minutes. I'm okay with it. I may have said on Twitter that why are we giving 30 minutes instead of giving us an extra 10 to 15 minutes. But I was okay with it. Turns out in the end, I was okay with it. So we got Mysterio versus Andrade Cien Almas in the best 2 out of 3 falls match. Everybody was looking forward to this match. And yes, I said this on Raw Review yesterday. Mysterio and Almas, if they're gonna have this best 2 out of 3 falls match, they have to have this in the main event. And that's exactly what they did. So I'm proud of that. I love the fact that Mysterio and Almas went last. Even though their matchup last week should have went last week, they decided to put them last this week. Which that I don't mind. You made up for your mistake last week. Mysterio sends Almas to the outside with a Hurricane Runner early as we go into break. Mysterio's on the second rope, gets caught by Almas, who almost scores a near fall. Mysterio on the top rope is dropped into the corner. Almas goes for the top rope, and Mysterio trips Almas. Mysterio with the chop, and now they're both onto the top rope. Almas has Mysterio on his shoulders, but Mysterio fights it. Mysterio has his legs wrapped around Almas' head, but Almas picks up Mysterio up and delivers a sit-out powerbomb from the top turnbuckle to score the first fall. Andrade Cien Almas is so fucking unbelievable. I fucking love it. Love it. I love Almas. I love Almas. And I'm gonna say this now. If Almas does not get the following, if he does not get championship gold in 2019, if he does not win the Money in the Bank contract in 2019, you fucked up Andrade Cien Almas. That's all I'm gonna say here. Almas is so good in the ring. He has proven you over the last 2 to 3 weeks. Andrade Cien Almas deserves to get a push. Put him in the U.S. title picture And then when you really build him up in the summer, by the time the summer rolls around, he should not only be Mr. Money in the Bank, he should be WWE Champion by the end of the summer. That's how I'm booking Almas. That's how I'm booking Andrade Cien Almas. I would have him beat Rusev for the U.S. title, have him carry that title in the WrestleMania against Rey Mysterio, or you have Mysterio beat Rusev for the U.S. title, have Almas beat Mysterio for the U.S. title. Honestly. Then Almas can drop it to anybody else on the roster. Almas can win Money in the Bank in the summer, in the beginning of the summer. Then have Almas cash in Money in the Bank, become WWE Champion. Simple. This superstar shakeup that's coming up after WrestleMania, do not move Andrade Cien Almas to Monday Night Raw. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. If you move Andrade Cien Almas from SmackDown to Raw, you fucked him up completely. You fucked up Andrade Cien Almas completely. If you move him to Monday Night Raw. Simple as that. So Almas gets the first fall over Rey Mysterio. The match got really good. The match got really, really good. Shockingly, we didn't see a Canadian Destroyer this week. I was a little sad about that. I love the Canadian Destroyer move. I love it. But we didn't see it this week. Almas with a boot to the midsection and another powerbomb to score a near fall. Almas picks Mysterio up for another powerbomb, but Mysterio spikes Almas for to pick up the second fall. It's tied 1-1. This match got really good until the ending. Almas throws Mysterio back into the ring and hits the hammerlock DDT for a quick near fall. I thought Almas was going to win that match up here with the hammerlock DDT. Almas looking for the Fujiwara armbar, but Mysterio's trying to fight it out. Mysterio counters into a near fall. Andrade has Mysterio on his shoulder, and Mysterio delivers an inverted Hurricane Rana, but Almas kicks out. Mysterio sends Almas into the ropes and hits a 619. Then all of a sudden, Samoa Joe, however, comes out of nowhere and pulls Mysterio off the apron. Joe rolls into the ring and sends Almas into the ring post, and he then brings Ray back into the ring, locks in the coquina clutch onto Mysterio. Joe grabs the microphone and says he told everyone he came here to make a statement. Damn right he did. And this is what he's going to do to 29 other superstars in the Royal Rumble on Sunday. Boom! That right there, you should have ended SmackDown Live right there. But they didn't. After Joe said what he said, Randy Orton then comes out of nowhere, shows up, and delivers an RKO to Samoa Joe as SmackDown Live goes off the air. You should have ended SmackDown Live after Samoa Joe said that he was going to make a statement, that he made a statement, and that was what he was going to do to 29 other superstars on Sunday at the Men's Royal Rumble match. That's it. Build up Samoa Joe. Simple. Just simple booking. Joe beats Mustafa Ali in impressive fashion. He needed that victory and he got it. Now all of a sudden, he fucks up a best 2 out of 3 falls match, which was a fantastic match, by the way. Mysterio wins by disqualification. Then you put Ray in the coquina clutch. You make Joe grab the microphone, said what he said, end the show right there. Yes, do I miss Randy Orton? Yes, I miss Randy Orton. But he didn't need to show up in that moment. You just literally had Samoa Joe build up momentum during this whole show, only to get fucked up by Randy Orton in the RKO. I don't know why you did that. That's the only negative about this whole entire show. That's it. That's it. But other than that, SmackDown, like I said, SmackDown did the job for Sunday. They got you hyped up for AJ versus Bryan. They got you hyped up for Asuka versus Becky. They got you hyped up for the Men's Rumble. They got you hyped up for the Women's Rumble. It's all about unpredictability and anticipation, which what creates a good pay-per-view match known as the Royal Rumble. That's it. Raw couldn't do that last night. SmackDown did it tonight. That's it. I'm giving SmackDown a thumbs up. It was a good show for what it was. It got you hyped up for Sunday. And I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm gonna go watch season 2 of the fucking Punisher. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this SmackDown review. If you guys did enjoy this review, hit that thumbs up. If you guys are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button down below. Turn that bell for all notifications. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys thought of SmackDown Live tonight. There will be no live stream tomorrow for NXT. I'm usually live streaming every single week doing NXT. I will not live stream tomorrow for NXT. There'll be no live stream, but you guys will get a review on NXT tomorrow as NXT does their go-home show for NXT TakeOver Phoenix this upcoming Saturday. Should be good. NXT tomorrow should be a phenomenal show. NXT never disappoints. Just know NXT never disappoints. I'm excited for tomorrow. We're gonna get Ricochet and Gargano in the same ring at the same time. Also, we're gonna get Tommaso Ciampa and Aleister Black in the same ring at the same time. This should be good. I can't wait for it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys haven't checked out Raw Review, will be down below in the description if you guys haven't saw it already. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. I will see you guys tomorrow for NXT. Talk to you guys later.